Leanne Morgan in the studio with us. You go by comedian or comedian?
You can say comedian.
Comedian. Yeah. You had a weird, you really started out in comedy in a weird way with jewelry.
Yes.
How would that work?
I met my husband at the University of Tennessee, and we graduated, and he bought a used mobile home business that refurbished mobile homes and repoed them from people.
Oh no! Wow. Well, that's a great model, honestly.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
And moved me to the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. And I was raised 35 minutes from here in a farming community called Adams, Tennessee, and always wanted to be in Hollywood. Always wanted to be in show business, but I didn't know how.
Sure.
Lord. All right, because we grew dark fire tobacco. I didn't know what to do. All right, so I moved to the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains with him, had my first baby, and I started selling jewelry. In my mind, thinking the whole time, I'm going to Hollywood. I don't know, but I'll sell
Somehow
this
with jewelry. I don't know how this is going to work.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's going to get you there.
And because I wanted to have all my babies and all that, I started selling jewelry like women sell Tupperware and Mary Kay in people's homes, and I was supposed to be talking about jewelry, and instead I was talking about breastfeeding and hemorrhoids, and I developed a shtick.
Yeah.
And I was in it was like my own little comedy club.
Right.
And I started booking a year in advance, and the company noticed and asked me to start speaking at their big things, and I did,
So
and that
you were
gave me confidence.
So you were outperforming everyone.
Yeah.
yeah. And so they had you come and speak at their big whatever.
Yeah, and I was supposed to be talking about how to get booked, and I still talked about breastfeeding and hemorrhoid. And then these women, it would be a huge convention with women, and they would go, "Oh my gosh, you need to be a stand-up," and that gave me the courage to try it.
Yeah.
And then my husband sold that used mobile home business, went to work for a big mobile home company. We're mobile home people.
Got all fancy.
Yeah. We have dental. And we moved to San Antonio, Texas for him to be over South Texas. And I had a comedy club for the first time. And I had 3 babies that were like 3, 5, and 7. And I started doing comedy in comedy clubs. And I would drive back and forth to Austin, Cap City Comedy Club, which was one of the best comedy clubs in the United States at the time. It still is. And that was 20 years. That was over 22 years ago.
Wow. And what did your husband think of all this? Like during that time when you started dabbling into comedy, was he like just putting up with it, or did he think there was a future?
He did not think there was a future.
He was not a believer.
He thought, I said to him, let's sell everything we have, and I'll cook on a hot plate. And let's go to L.A. I know I can make it. And he was like, "Are you crazy? We need health insurance." He's real anal retentive. And so I think he's always been supportive, but I think he was thinking, oh, that kooky Leanne, she'll make a little money and buy the kids haircuts.
Right. Yeah.
And then this thing blew up.
Sure did.
In 2019. And I swear, y'all, I still think he's adjusting and like trying to figure out what in the world.
Well, he's now he's all on board, Leanne's husband.
Yeah, Chuckina.
Oh, yeah.
I call him Chuckina. And so and women are like, "Show us pictures of you and Chuckina dating." I mean, he'll say, "I'm more popular than you are."
Oh.
But he gives me so much material. He is so bizarre and weird. And we are so opposite. People say to me all the time, they go, "Does he get mad at you talking about it?" I'm like, "Oh, no." He actually says things like, "Tell him this, Leanne. Tell him about the time I got arrested." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I will."
All right. But they're all true stories.
They're all true stories. I'm a storyteller.
So Leanne's got this the show on Netflix. It's called I'm Every Woman. It's available now on Netflix. You can also find her on her Just Getting Started tour. It's all over. Just go to leannemorgan.com and you can get all the information. And we'll talk more with Leanne Morgan coming up. Hang on. Leanne Morgan joining us in the studio. We are excited about the Netflix show I'm Every Woman. You got the tour going where you're going all over the country. You gonna take it worldwide? You want to go?
They tell me I am, and y'all, I cannot. I mean, the whole thing. Every day I go, "What in the world? All this is such a blessing." But then I get fans from Australia, London, and my tour people say, "Oh yeah, you're going overseas," but that'll probably be next year because this is 100 cities. All right. I just finished the Big Penny tour, and I hate you boys didn't get to hear about my pennies.
No, we didn't see the Big
But
Penny
that
tour.
was the Big Penny tour. That was 100 cities, and then I shot the Netflix special, and that was the Big Penny tour material. And then I had to go to California and turn around an hour in 6 weeks, and let me tell y'all, it almost killed me.
Yeah.
And then that's now the new Just Getting Started tour, and that's 100 cities. The Just Getting Started, I named it that because I feel like I'm just getting started at
You are just getting-
57.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm a grandmama. I got a grandbaby and another one on the way. And think about it, boys. Do y'all think a Netflix special? Think about who's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I'm not like anybody. I thought they're not going to let a country woman from Tennessee, middle age with a grandbaby, but they did. They took a chance on me and they put that thing on.
Because you're relatable. Like everyone knows you. Like everyone knows
Somebody like me.
Right.
Yes.
That you're the every person. And but not just normal. Like everyone's special.
You're the funny every person.
Everyone.
I'll tell you this too about because you might know this. But you have an accent. I'm not sure if you knew this.
Yeah.
But my wife was raised in Southern California, and so she will watch country comedians and Southern comedians with me, and sometimes she doesn't understand them. Really, she's like, he's talking too fast. I don't know what he's saying. But you have such a nice, understandable drawl
thank you.
that I can actually see people in Australia, and they'll understand you because you talk slow enough, they get it.
Yeah, but a lot
you.
of times there's also closed
you, Patrick.
captioning on the screen as well.
But
and,
that does help.
You know, even like with
That's the only
TikTok
way
and all
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and sometimes I do think they need to follow along with me with some words. But y'all get it all the time. People go, that accent can't be real. And I think, do people really think I would fake this?
This is the one you would pick.
Yeah.
You remind you kind of sound like y'all. What's her name?
Little Paula Dean?
Little Paula Dean.
Little Paula Dean. I
Yeah.
used to open for Paula Dean.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, for years. She was darling to me. But I am from farming people. My people are farmers on both sides, generations back in Robertson County, Adams, Tennessee, 35 miles from here. And this is how we talk.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
That's just how it is.
That's it, man.
I know, and plus I'm 57. I mean, and I think that's young. I don't mean to say that I'm old, but I'm touring. I'm too tired to fake this.
You're like, can we do more Netflix things so I can do it one time and y'all can just rewind it and play it again?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy this touring. It is fun. I get out there in front of 2,000 people every night, and I think I'd be best friends with every one of these people.
Well, you're just so likable, man. You can find her the show, the special on Netflix. It's called "I'm Every Woman." It's out. It's hilarious, from what I'm told. I haven't seen it. And also LeanneMorgan.com to get to a date for the new tour. And we would just love to have you back in anytime.
Oh, y'all, I'll come in here and mop if you want me to.
Well, just tell stories about
Just tell stories.
raising
I can bring
kids and-
casseroles or whatever.
Oh yeah. What's your move? What's your casserole move?
I do love a good chicken casserole with rice. I do.
With like the mushroom, the
yeah, I
chicken
like a
and
little
mushroom
chicken mushroom
sauce.
soup.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I could do amazing things with a Campbell soup.
It's the
I can
go-to.
with a
You and
cream
my
of-
mama, I'm telling you, you and my mom will be friends.
I
yes.
bet we would, Patrick.
Trade recipes. It'll be
Yes.
great.
This sounds so good.
You should see what we can do with ramen noodles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you get rid of the little flavor packet.
Yeah.
We can do some damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Honey, I love a ramen noodle.
I me too.
I do love a ramen noodle.
I know they're terrible for you. They're not. So
The flavor packets aren't the best. That's why I'm saying you throw some real stuff in there, and it's actually
With
really
it?
good.
yeah,
Oh,
kind of make that
Lord,
as your
y'all.
base or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
wow.
good move. You need a cooking show. I think Leanne Morgan cooking show.
Thank you. I think I would like that because I've raised 3 children and I like to cook and I've fed all these kids and
Yeah.
and I do. I think I could visit with people and find out their personal business while I'm cooking with them.
You're too busy for that, though. That's the thing. I mean, you've got 100 dates on the tour this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know when you would have time for that.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like we tell
you
you
have a
anything.
husband
You'd
to
be
support.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay.
Well, and I'd like to lose some weight before I'm on television. Every time I'm on television, I think, oh, my Lord, my head is bigger than everybody. My thighs are the
What?
size of
No.
little woman in on Today Show. I mean,
No.
everybody's tiny on TV.
They
I know,
are.
it's not good.
The worst.
Yeah.
That's why we're not on TV.
That's right. That's right. All right, check Leanne out. Like I said, on Netflix. It's called "I'm Every Woman," and then the tour is launching off all across 100 cities plus. Check that all out on datesleannemorgan.com. You're a doll. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all are darling.
Come back anytime.
Okay, I
Okay,
will.
girl. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Well, because over the years, teenage kids have told you to like and subscribe, we don't have to say that anymore.
You know what to do.